Good evening, everyone. Hey, Alice. Hey, Greg. Hey, Jim. Hey, Amy. Well, damn. Well, you've been a member for 9 months. Bloody hell.
I know, man. Where does time go, eh?
Yeah. Didn't even realise I've been monetized that long.
Hi everyone.
It's been a while, mate. It's been a while.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Hi Chris.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, how are you, Mark?
Not very happy that I've got to start having my eye injections again.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
But on the good side, it's only for 3 months. So
How often? How often's that?
I've just got to have them done once a month for 3 months.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then they're going to have a look at after. And see, the problem is, because of my diabetes and that, it's made all the vessels leak fluid at the back of my eyes. So they're hoping it will settle it down if I have these. But we'll see.
Right. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's not a nicest thing to have done, but
No,
it is what it is.
It doesn't sound it. It sounds absolutely horrible.
It is horrible, Phil.
There's something like, in the eyes, you never think about having something go like, an injection in the eye just sounds so uncomfortable and painful.
It is. And the thing is, the contraption they put in to keep your eye open, you couldn't close it if you wanted to. So you're just watching that needle get closer and closer.
Oh.
Sounds like Clockwork Orange.
It does a bit. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I mean, like, not scared of needles or anything, but just the thought of that just doesn't, it makes you go a bit like, oh no.
Sounds
The
grim.
worst part is when it goes in your eyeball and you hear it pop.
Oh. Yeah. No. That does not sound nice at all. Hey, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
So you've been working today, Phil, or today off?
Day off today, Monday, yeah.
Nice.
Doing feeds, refreshing, got a few enclosures ready for Halloween display.
Oh, nice.
And stuff. So like putting some new plants in a couple of them and stuff, and getting them looking nice and stuff like that. And like replacing a couple of plants in somewhere some got a bit over, a bit old or whatever, or forgotten about.
Yeah, I bought the only live plants I've ever bought. I bought from MK.
Hello, Steve.
Bristol last week. Hey, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Last year, sorry.
I was about to say,
Not Bristol this year. Bristol. Steve's bald head threw me. So it's like I bought them, so they're over a year old, and they were doing okay. But I've put them onto a shelf down in the kitchen, and the trailing pothos has just gone absolutely crazy. It's like halfway around the kitchen at the moment. So yeah, it's good.
Got your twinning, Matt.
The only one missing a beard is Mark.
Oh, that's itchy. How is everyone?
All good, mate. You?
Yeah, all right, Steve, mate.
Not bad. I'm tired, but yeah, not too bad.
It's those short shifts you do, isn't it?
Well, I was off today, but I've been doing the front fence, so digging holes.
Oh, right. Okay. Is that right across, like in front where the driveway is, or the one between, or the one in front?
Yeah, front garden, so round by the pavement.
Right.
But there was trees there that took out 3 years ago, but there's still roots.
Yeah.
The last 2 posts, there was one going right the way across, and there was probably 3-4 inches in diameter, and then there's the last hole. There was one coming straight up.
Hi, Steve.
Oh.
How you feeling, Amy? You any better?
Yeah, I got the. So,
is everything set for the 4th of November now?
Getting there. So, they got posters up around in various shops and stuff around Mildenhall. Which is good. One's up in Great Yarmouth and Lowestoft.
Right.
So,
So they're actually doing a reptile display there on there as well. Is that right?
yeah. Well, my dad will be in that bit. Then there'll be some of their reptiles. Probably some of mine and their inverts in there as well, just on display in Halloween. Halloween setups.
Nice.
For people to see.
That'll be good.
So,
It'll be good.
Now the display part will be on till sort of 3 o'clock when the raffle gets drawn, and that's purely so that my dad can then concentrate on packing away everything.
Yeah.
So that's one enclosure that I refreshed today.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
As well as that one.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig. And that one.
You have been busy, haven't you?
So just refresh those today. So
Well,
still got a bunch more to do as well. So I feel like I'm doing like 101 things at once at the moment because it's like trying to get so many things ready for so many things. They're all happening in quick succession.
yeah.
How you doing, Craig?
Hey, Craig.
So
Yeah.
Hi, Craig.
Well, I
Steve.
managed to put 2 pieces of bramble inside a stick insect enclosure, and that was about it. And I performed
Hey,
another
Craig.
operation, and this another one with the eggs. They seem to be getting their 2 back legs, their feet, the very, very end of their feet in those shells, like their egg shells. I've had quite a few, probably about 9 or 10 now. But
might be a humidity thing, possibly.
yeah, well, I've had probably 60 or 70 babies, and so 10's not terrible. But what I've done is, as they walk, I just put my finger on the back, and you can almost rub it that way and crush it. And then I've got a very wet, flat paintbrush, and just rub the back of their legs. It does come off, but it sort of does leave their feet looking a little bit not quite straight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it does.
but they seem all right. How are you, Steve?
Been a member for 9 months as well. Yeah. Yeah, would not have thought I'd been monetized for 9 months.
It's good going, isn't it?
But yeah, no, should be good. I need to add more people to the. Just have a little sort of secret group for helpers and traders.
Why not fly?
Hey Natalie, hey Ian.
Just like the what's happening, what time the doors are, and all this that and the other. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Obviously, yeah, the traders are all going to get emails anyway with everything. But just another one where it's all like, sometimes a Facebook group. Little,
Hi, Ian. Hi, Link.
get the information to him. Hey, Link.
Nice.
Um,
I'm looking forward to it, dude. It's like,
stuff like about obviously the venue, which way to go and stuff, and which car park to actually park in, because there's kind of free car parks in that area.
right, okay.
As decent sized car park for the venue, which is it's just free parking all day. But if you go up a ramp, you're then into Sainsbury's car park, which is 2 hours free car parking, sort of thing. Or if you go basically across the road, there's what is now old Wilco's car park, which is 2 hours parking still, sort of thing. But there's plenty at the venue, outside the venue itself. That won't be a problem for traders, and shouldn't be a problem for anyone coming.
It's going to be good.
It'd just be nice to see a different sort of independent show, really. You know?
Yeah, but definitely, you know, we're both, I think, yeah, me and Mum and, well, me and parents are both kind of really looking forward to it and also bricking it at the same time. Kind of like,
Well, understandably, they want to put on a good impression, don't they, really, and make it a success, really. Anytime you've got a project that's your own project, it's always a nerve-wracking experience, isn't it?
yeah, it's that thing of like, are people going to turn up? Are enough people going to turn up? And enough people that, you know, then it's, are enough people going to turn up and actually spend money on the, you know, with the traders?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of variables, but
And stuff, but
I'm sure it'll be fine.
hopefully we're looking into actually, yeah, because initially we were told, well, when we got like when my parents got the sort of the contract for the venue, in the rules were like you can't put any kind of signage outside.
Right.
And stuff like, even though you know there's perfect railings outside to put like a banner on.
Yep.
There's like no signage is allowed outside. It can't put any, you know, not even a pop-up banner or anything like that. This or the other, you know, you can't do that. And we were like, oh, what? Kind of thing at first. It was like, we were hoping that having something like that out there would get just passing footfall.
Yeah.
But when my parents went there the other evening to see the caretaker about, you know, doing the sort of table plan and this, that, and the other, he was all like, oh, feel free to put a sign up on there. So,
Fair enough.
so like, I said in the rules that we're not allowed to, and he was all like, that's right, just don't stick up until the actual day of it. It's on a Saturday. Council ain't going to know. They're not going to come round and see. So everyone else does it. So,
Fair enough.
I was like, so I said to him, well, he's the caretaker. He should know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd give up on a list, Craig, as well. It's pointless.
Right, just come and see me. You have discount off the table.
Thing is, just have
That's
one
right,
or two that you definitely know you're going for, and the rest is just whatever, isn't it?
Yeah, if you got something that you know, like, if you know, like me, if I want to, you know, if I'm like, oh, I want to breed this, whatever, then I might put it on a list. But then often I'll sometimes see something else because I'll be like, well, that I can see anytime. I see those on almost every show. This I haven't. You always see something that just takes your fancy or whatever. The only good things I have on the list, I think, are, you know, any kind of equipment, that sort of stuff.
Cork bark, straight round to the cork bark.
Substrates, you know, feeders, that sort of stuff. And get that first. Try and get that sort of stuff first.
Get that first and take it straight back to the car or whatever, yeah. If you've got a car with you.
And then go, because the worst thing is like, spending all your money on, you know, this and the other, and then going, oh crap, I need substrate for this, or I need feeders for this, or whatever.
Yep.
And you haven't got the money there anymore, or whatever, to go and get it, or you know, get over and realise.
We when I went to the last few shows, it's like I wasn't going to get anything, and because the only thing in the back of my mind was, if I find a female Purians, which is quite a specific thing, female Purians, or if I have a Ravic, and it was just like, yeah. And then when I got to Bedford, obviously there's one there. It's just like, oh, okay. I haven't seen one since I got mine, really. So,
Jeremy. I've got some slings coming.
But I don't know what I can fit in it when I go to Coventry, because I've got 2 packages arriving tomorrow.
Well,
they may take up any kind of spare space. Well, not have much spare space.
well,
Barrow, Jeremy.
I've got I've got to look at the Avic because I think she's very, very, very close to her molt.
Hey, Mandy.
And then I've got 2 females. One of them, if she molts out, then I'll be able to put the latest male Avic in the next few weeks. And then I've just got to gauge. I need to read out the female carapoensis. Once she's done, then I can have a look at that and gauge how long the male's going to take out from his next one.
Mandy. Hi, Natalie. Who with me? Jeremy, Jay. Hi, Greg.
But as it's like, yeah, tomorrow I've got an order from Portsmouth coming.
Speaking of Portsmouth, have you seen the new sling enclosures and small dwarf species enclosures they got?
I saw their post about them.
They look quite nice. Nice. I mean, 3D.
I want to see them in person a little bit.
Yeah.
And see just, what's all of them. But, they might be useful for other things, not just slings and stuff.
Small juvies. I mean, they're 9. I think they're 9 by 9 by 11. I think.
Something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or
which sounds like bit bigger than the Reptizoo type single magnet ones that used to be done by like Spider Shop used to have them off of Reptizoo, didn't they? But
yeah,
it'd be interesting to see what they're like. And like as for the ventilation side of things, I don't think they've got any holes on the sides, just on top. But then you could go down the. Every time I talk about ventilation, I've always got Matthew in the back of my head talking to me. He's like. The years of no ventilation at all in their custom Aquarius tubs, and everyone then just went crazy for ventilation. It's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, my some of my first custom Aquaria enclosures. There's no ventilation in them.
No.
So I felt like you find them. Hey, Craig. Hey, Osman. And you know what? Do you know why?
Hi, Craig. Hi, Osman.
Sorry, say again, Phil.
You know why he never used to put ventilation in his tanks?
Yeah, he said, like, if the air doesn't move in your room, the air's not going to move in and out your tanks.
It was also that was what the BTS advised him.
Right.
And still,
I mean,
does.
I know. As research is done and people understand more, things change. But the way that I understand it regarding why they added ventilation is just because everybody in the general public was more of a case of what, these haven't got ventilation, so he added it just to appease the people. Yeah.
So the only reason for it.
Yeah, they look quite good, man. In 9/11/11. Yeah. Oh, it'd be nice to see. I mean, you guys will see him at Coventry anyway. I'm sure Danielle's going to have a few of them on her stand up there.
I would have thought so.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can have all the holes in the world in a setup. Okay, having no holes in an airtight setup will make the air bad. But if you've got a billion holes in it and the air's not moving in the room, the air's not going to move in and out of the enclosure unless you're walking past and, you make air movement and things like that, or you've got fans on.
Yep.
It's an interesting discussion point.
Yep. I mean, I've got one of my schools actually in an old custom Aquarium one that before he started putting vents in them, there's no ventilation in it at all. It's been in there since 2019.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine.
That's almost a Christmas jumper you've got on there, Steve.
It's no.
Oh wow!
Lounge overalls.
At least it wasn't a Terry phone call camera. Just then, eh?
Yeah. I've got a T-shirt on underneath as well, but
nice. He video called me today. Terry did, to show me his progress on the new enclosure.
The big
it looks awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's done a good job with it. He's done a really good job with it.
I did tell her that she should lock him in it.
Well, it's funny actually because he was saying those doors. It's like you could be in there with a hammer. You're not getting those doors open. It's solid, but bless him. He had to when he was putting it in. He's probably got about a centimetre clearance between the front side and the radiator pipes.
Yeah, he did show me that as well. Because he didn't actually measure that bit.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, right.
he's had to take a plug off so he can sit flush against the wall. That looks nice, Steve.
Oh, nice, Steve.
Yeah, can anyone guess what it is?
Yeah, let's put that on big.
That's a Phil.
It's a spoiler.
Correct. Yeah, Mark.
It's very Moses spider.
It's not a Samani. Don't know. The banding on the knees is quite common for a lot of species. It's like a lot of Thrixopelmas have that.
That made me jump a little bit.
Hungry.
It's a Lasiodora.
Kluge.
Yeah. It's grown so much since I've got it.
The funny thing is, the Kluges do seem to be a slower Lacedoria growth rate. I mean, my Stratopes is absolutely massive compared to when I got them.
A lot faster than my LPs, and I've got 4 of them.
Nice. They
Hey,
take
Mark,
up-
Victoria. Oh, hey, Kevin. Oh, Kevin.
Hey, Mark.
Loop it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kluge.
Mark, Victoria.
Convection as in low and higher vents. Again, unless there's actual
Hi,
movement of air,
Kevin.
ain't really going to move in the enclosure.
I think the
Compared to
thing
my
is,
hand,
with
look
lots
how
of
big it
people
is.
in their spider rooms, with people in their spider rooms a lot, when you're moving around and feeding, there is going to be air
You're
movement just from
moving,
your body. Yeah. But in general, like if you go out for the day and you don't come up for feeding for 3 or 4 days, the air's just going to sit there unless you've got a window cracked or a fan going.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that you shouldn't put holes in. I mean, most people put them in. It makes you feel happier about it. And
I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of these things that, like, cross ventilation as a thing is very new.
yeah,
and it's and it all came about. A lot of it actually came about with like maybe things like Cabina, Versicolors and stuff. Back in the days where people were like, "Oh, they need it really, really humid," so they were making them just sodden wet.
yeah. I was going to say,
And then it was sort of, and just making it far too wet, so they were still dying. And then it was like, "Oh, no, we need to do this as well." So on the side.
well, that's the thing. They come, don't they? Like the Carabinas, they come from a very windy area. It does get a lot of wet. It does get a lot of rain. It does get quite humid there. But the wind factor dries that place out pretty quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a case of you. But if you soak your enclosure, it's going to dry out extremely slow.
Yeah, if you speak to people that have actually seen them in the wild, they say it's humid, but it's really dry.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And this is the thing. Like our air humidity here, it sits around between 40 and 50 anyway, doesn't it? A lot of the time.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, you
Especially
don't actually need
summer.
to add that much.
No,
I mean,
and the thing is, you in like a little, a sling vial and stuff. It's very easy to very quickly oversaturate.
Yeah,
Very quickly.
that's what I was saying about like one of the things that someone said to me when I first started keeping was the sling vials. They tend to move them into the 155 deli cups pretty much instantly because obviously a tiny error in a tiny setup has a big impact, but a tiny area in a bigger setup has a lot less impact, and so you can be a little bit therefore there's a lot of leniency on your husbandry whilst you're learning. Everyone makes mistakes and
Oh,
things
absolutely.
happen. I've got a couple of setups that are in tiny deli pots that I'm just waiting for them to dry out a little bit because they got a little bit too humid. But if that had been in a sling vial, I'd have had to
That
throw
could
some
have been
armbands. I'd have to throw some armbands in there, I think.
Yeah.
But I was going to say the only ones that I
We
don't
are
have
indeed
any
very-
air holes are the wolf spiders. They're the only ones that haven't got it. Nice.
Nice to see. And
Did you
if
see that
we are
video I
indeed
sent you,
learning
Matt?
new things all the time, and so for me that's a great thing of just of animal keeping in general.
Product placement.
Yeah, but I noticed he's not wearing one of my shirts.
No,
He's
I've
wearing your
got the full one
underpants.
at,
It's the underpants he's got on.
Bedford.
Matt,
Yo,
did you see that video I just sent you?
oh, I haven't yet. I haven't. Where's my phone? It's over there. What I will say, Phil, is this weekend I was very impressed because Connor took me to the pub on Friday and Saturday, and we were having Stowford Press. Didn't take the horn with me though.
It was like, oh, reminisce of Bloodstock.
It was cheap as well, very cheap.
We're in North Wales.
Yeah, like Doombar, 188 a pint.
Oh, that's right.
The Stowford Press, I think, was £2.10.
You have a good time up there.
Yeah. It was good. It was really nice to see him.
When's he back home?
He's coming back. I'm going to go and grab him probably about 3 or 4 or 5 days before Christmas. And then I'm dropping him back. He wants me to drop him back off there for New Year's Eve. But that would mean that I'm driving back on New Year's Eve just so he can go out with his mates. I'm like, seriously? I don't think that's happening. I'm going to probably take him back on the day, on the Saturday, because I think New Year's is on the Sunday. So I'm probably going to take him back on the Saturday. But what we are going to do, if I go back on the Saturday, we're going to take our climbing stuff and we're going to go up.
Night, Natalie. Take
one of the
care.
mountains.
Gorgeous.
We're going to go up, up Trivan and the Glidders, I think. And if there's snow up there, it'll be quite cool. Go and sort of have a bit of a snow hike. But possibly, don't know, not sure yet. Is that yours, Mark, today?
No, I didn't put it up. That was when I was doing the feeding. Decided he didn't want you to come out for a walk.
That's a lovely calm spider, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Laguna, Sally's.
It's nice. It's lovely.
Yeah, I've got a few of them like that. And they'll either come out on Sandra's hand and come out on mine. And then we just put them straight back in again.
Yeah, the Avics. I've got 3 Avic males still at the moment, like mature males, and opening their enclosure is just, put it one way, it's like when you open up the stick insects to try and change their bramble and they go everywhere. This is what happens with the male Avics. They all want to wander, but they're fine because you know where they're going. They plod along so slowly. It's just like let them out and let them wander. But I did have, I've got my Reduncus, the weird one. I'm convinced it's just a very strange moving spider because it comes out, it feeds, it molts, it's fine. But it's very, very calm for a Salma Pierce, extremely calm. I'm either doing
It's
something
like
very
that
well.
OBT. The OBT that I took the lid off to do its water. And he decided he didn't want you to come walking out and he'd come onto my hand. And then he turned around and went back in.
Nice, Steve. Beautiful.
This is Fluffy, my corn snake.
The eyes on that, gorgeous, that is.
Yeah,
Very nice.
it's a buttermorph. This was one of the rescue ones.
I'm very quiet, Steve, but I heard you say it's a butter and there's a rescue.
Did you say I'm very quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so are you guys.
Can everyone else hear Steve? And just hear Steve.
I'm going to type in the chat and put subtitles up for him so people can guess what he's saying.
Yeah. I'll try and plug my phone in. What about now?
Did you say something?
I'll leave and come back in.
Okay.
I think that's what he said anyway. I can't be sure, but I think that's what he said.
Uh,
Yeah, I got 7 slings coming.
oh, nice.
All the same spider, but it's a gift off somebody.
Oh, nice. I've still got to sort out something. I am going to, I know I've been a bit lax with this, but I am going to sort out something for the 4,000 watch hours. I'm going to do a giveaway, but with everything going on at the moment, I just thought it was, I'm going to let the dust settle first.
Yeah.
We'll let the dust settle and then I'll concentrate on it. But rest assured, I haven't forgotten.
Don't forget, I've got that one here for you, mate.
Oh, nice. I've actually, so Osman's coming next Thursday, and he was sort of saying, "Oh, you know, what can I do to thank you for like looking after all the spiders?" And I said, "You could rehouse the Calciatum if you want."
What have I got coming, Craig? I've got 7 crab spiders coming.
Crab spiders.
Wow.
Fast little buggers.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was going to say. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Yep. You know. Hey, Bastian.
Question.
Did you put a bathtub behind the phone?
For me?
Yeah, that's what it sounds. It sounds like you've got a bathtub behind your phone now.
Well, no, it's because I'm shouting.
It's fine. Honestly, it's fine, dude. It's fine. Oh, hello, Osman. Just sitting in the shadows. Look at him. Oh, honestly, I'm really looking. I can't wait to see him again. It's gonna be so cool.
It's built into the phone, Craig. Yeah, it's a rescue corn snake called Butter. Oh, it's the gene is Butter, but it's called Fluffy.
Active little one, isn't it? Mind you, they all are, aren't they? It's corns.
Yeah.
They're always active. Hey,
Oh,
Bastian.
still.
How old's that one, Steve? Or don't you know?
No idea. So I've probably had it a year.
Was that from the National Reptile Centre down like?
No, it was from that
Oh.
job lot in Ipswich. I got the two.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to keep one corn snake and get rid of the bearded dragon and the other corn snake, but I quite like the corn snakes.
Yeah. And the beardy, you can't get that up.
Can't get rid of them. I don't know why there's so many in rescues. They're awesome pets.
To be honest, the Calciatum's not that. It's quite all right. It's Osman. It's just. In fact, I don't even know. It'd probably be okay. Probably be okay in there for a little while anyway. But
The only spider makes Osmond nervous is his Gillibrachii Sweeney.
that's interesting because my one, when I rehoused it out of the sling vial into its deli cup, did a walk across my thumb. Weird how they're individual. Oh, we have apophysis movement.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's see if I can get this.
This one, Matt, on big screen then.
No, Mandy, take care.
And now it's stopped moving.
Hello, Mandy.
Oh, there we go. The pedis and the front legs.
Night, Mandy.
It's actually abdomen's almost out. You can't really see it on the footage, but its abdomen's actually quite shriveled up towards its legs. Like
It's a female, Craig.
there we go. There go some legs. This is one I got from Luke at Bristol last year. The apophysis. Beautiful spider. Yeah, we'll see how long this one takes. I mean, like I say, it flipped over about 3 o'clock this afternoon. And I do worry about these ones because they're so leggy. that if something's going to go wrong with them, it's going to be them ones with their legs.
Yeah. What is it, Matt? Blondie?
Offices, that one.
Uh,
Yeah. And
How
it's
did Blondie you got off me at Capital Show?
absolutely fine, mate. Absolutely fine. It's yeah, I'll show you.
Awesome.
Needs a new setup, but getting there.
Don't they all?
There you go. Just there.
Yeah, great. Nice.
So
Nice.
looking good.
No, my Xenophus Bright muscle molted well like the other day, and that's looking really nice at the moment. Soon going to need a rehouse.
Hey, Bastian.
See if I can get it down. I didn't feed it today because I think that's what I'll do. There it is. Pull the camera down. One actually. Where is my little... Aha. It's got a hunch over him, but Roman didn't really see the pink coming on the carapace.
You can see it in that there now. Yeah. Lovely.
Absolutely stunning spider. Absolutely stunning spider. Well, that's one that came from Luke.
That was when he did the one of the discount code from Scott's Live, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, I think one of the first ones, possibly.
Yeah. I remember when you bought it because you were like, "Damn it!" You'd already made an order, hadn't you, or something? And then you were like back in there. I was like, I think.
No, that's I ordered which included this, and possibly some others. Because like, well, I might as well do, you know, if getting the discount code, I might as well go for something that's big or whatever and expensive.
Yeah.
Something to get the most sort of discount code kind of thing. And then I think it was like literally I just placed the order, and then he added mystery boxes to the website.
That's
and
right.
like,
Yes.
Ah, damn it! Sort of thing. So I went back and placed that as well. So bless him, he was all like, he sort of refunded me half the postage because, like, yeah, don't be paying double postage.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my god, Jeremy's actually on camera.
Oh, hello, Jeremy.
Hello.
How you
Hello,
doing?
Jeremy.
How are you guys?
Great.
All
Good, how are you?
How's studying going, mate?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm just knackered, honestly. It's been a lot of work, but so far so good.
It'll all be worth it in the end.
Yeah, working hard, man. These days are long because it's not like normal uni where I get like 1-2 hour lecture or 4 hour lecture. It's 10 to 5, 3 days a week.
Yeah.
So, but it's my last week next week, and then I'm on placement till New Year's. So hopefully that should ease up a little bit.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's been a lot of work.
It's got me cut.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's all good. You looking forward to Coventry?
Oh yes, very looking forward to it. I wasn't planning on going, but I was like, you know what, sod it. I've worked hard the past few weeks.
Jeremy,
Relax for a little bit, isn't it? Yeah.
do you want to help me on my table?
Like, no, he's going to come and help me on my table.
Oh,
I haven't even asked Jeremy, but I'm giving him a lift there.
That's 3 people that have asked me to help on the tables now. Look, I'm a wanted man.
Yeah, I'll pick you
But
up.
honestly, you probably don't want me. I'm going to be hungover as hell the next day. So it's like, there's no point of asking me to be on your table.
Callum or Jay are going to be any better. What I need is someone who doesn't drink.
Well, that's not
Well, you're
Jeremy.
asking the wrong person then. Because you think I was bad at Bristol. I'm going to be with Luke this time. And Luke's an instigator.
Are you trading, Steve? Are you trading Phil's show? Have you got a table there?
No, I don't think I'll have enough stock.
All right. You're more than welcome to put stuff on the table that I've got anyway.
Yeah, I'll see what I've got left. But yeah, I've got tote bags, I've got snake bags.
Ooh.
I've got a
Signed onesie.
One of
I'll
one.
have to ask you where you got your yeah, I'll ask you later on, see where you got your bags.
I am.
yeah. I get them from Steve W Exotics. They're quite reasonably priced. But yeah,
Link
I'll,
down below.
yeah, I'll let
Jeremy,
you know. You can have a
Yeah,
look at them.
are you bringing your teapot to put it as a raffle prize?
No. It's gone. There's no teapot anymore. It's gone.
It is. I've got lots of stickers.
That's in the past. But I was listening earlier, Phil. I'm in the exact same boat as you, dude. I don't think I'm going to be able to come home with anything now because I've been buying so much stuff recently.
I've got 2 orders arriving tomorrow.
Exactly, Mark.
Yeah. Very posh, isn't it? It's very posh.
Yeah, I've got an order from Portsmouth coming tomorrow.
Ooh.
So that'll be a video at some point. And then the big order from Micro.
I love how you say at some point because you've gotten so many things now.
Right. Well, if it is like, well, yeah, those are I'm trying. My Wednesday video, which is out for mid-level Patreon and channel members, is my previous Micro Exotics unboxing order. Finally, that I placed after Bedford and got the Tuesday after Bedford.
That's better. I keep looking down when my phone's sideways. That's
So
better.
next week's video will either be another Micro Exotics video unboxing video,
Anyone
or
will start thinking you're sponsored by them, Phil.
I know I'm not at all. Not at all. So I might have to speak.
we
to
all
Adam
know
about
Phil's spending his hard-earned cash on those pods.
that. I might have to speak to Adam about that. I'd be like, so Adam. So, but I might do. I may do Portsmouth first, sort of saying next week, and then Micro the week after, possibly. But the Micro one's going to be epic.
Nice.
I can't wait. Tomorrow's gonna be so good. Like I'm all stuffy and nasally at the moment, but I'm like, that's the one thing getting me through tomorrow at uni is just coming home to the micro box.
He rang me while he was packing my box.
You what?
He rang me while he was packing my box.
Oh. Did he say what? Was he hinting at what was in it, or was he asking you like, what have you not got?
No. He rang me to see if I wanted some of the tougher rock.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it got technically. Well, when I was placing the order, it came up as out of stock on the website, so I just went for the regular old Kabara stone.
Okay.
So he rang me, was like, "Do you want to swap it out?" Because he was like, "I think it's better and stuff," and I got a really nice piece here that you can have. Sort of thing. And I was like, "Yes, well, you know,
Yeah, Tuffer's a lot better.
sort of thing." I was like, and stuff. So, and then he was sort of like, "Well, let me know what you think to the box. It's looking epic." Stuff.
Ooh.
Nice.
You know what I found the ice pods really like? I don't know if you saw my AES video, but from Curtis, I bought like those little pine cones. What are they? What's the type of tree they come from? Those little pine cone thingies? Older cones?
Oh,
I think they're
yeah.
called.
Oh yeah, older, yeah.
The pods love them. I put them in a couple days ago, and I was checking some of the tubs on Sunday, and they have eaten most of them, and the babies are all in them. The duckies like officinalis, the Shiros, all different kinds of pods are like in those older cones. So I recommend those if you want something different for the pods to nibble on.
Yeah, I put things like beach cones in and stuff. Which were like and then like the lotus, dried lotus flowers.
Oh yeah, the seed
They
pods.
all love those. Yeah, because they love the hide in them, and then they also eat them and stuff.
Yeah, I put both the beach pods and the older cones to compare the two,
Yeah,
and I have found they like the older cones a lot more.
oh, interesting. Yeah, I have to
And I've done them with all my
probably grab
isopods.
some from outside around the park, probably. So I'll collect some up.
The thing is, I could do that, but I just stopped bothered. It's just so much easier just to buy it. Just a couple quid. I don't have to go outside in the cold.
I've got a.
Push is just so posh that you want to pay other people to go out and do it for you.
Yeah, it's like that bramble bush by my house. I still won't go collect bramble, and it's right by me. I refuse to do it. I hate bramble. Oh, 9 o'clock. Fuck bramble.
I've actually got an unintentional communal going on now.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
The dwarf whites.
Uh-oh.
When I was misting the dwarf whites down the other day, there's some millipedes in there.
Hmm?
Yeah, I have no idea where they've
Millipedes
come
in your
from.
dwarf whites. I was going to
Yep.
think dwarf whites in your millipede tub.
I know. Normally, the dwarf whites are the things that infiltrate absolutely every single ever enclosure, but these millipedes, there's 2 or 3 of these millipedes in there. They look
Oh
very
my
much like
God.
my Thai rainbows because I did have some babies, but I can't see how they would have got out of their enclosure. So I have no idea what these ones are at the moment. But I'm gonna have to take some macro shots of them because they're quite small. They're only about 2 centimeters, but yeah, there's 3 of them in there now.
That's so funny. You'd be
Hi,
surprised
Chris.
at how escape artists, peds, millipedes, isopods are. They
Yeah.
can squeeze out tiny little holes.
Oh, when you see the babies, I mean, especially, but it's weird. It's like the holes in the dwarf white, obviously, because the dwarf whites, the holes into the enclosure are so small, and there's net on them. So to have the, I reckon it must have been in the substrate. I reckon they're either in the substrate or the sphagnum that's gone in there with them.
Oh, so have you like reused like substrate and stuff? And
No.
no.
But I've also obviously the Hoffman Seggies didn't do too well. I think they got a little bit territorial because of the enclosure. They weren't all on top
Was
of
there a
each
lot of
other.
males?
Yeah, I think there was, and they were quite. A lot of them were mature, like size wise, when I got them. So I wasn't really expecting much from that setup. But I've now got some native pods in there, like actual just UK
Scabers?
residents. So they've now taken over the enclosure.
Nice.
I was gonna sort of get rid of the enclosure once the Hoffs had gone, and it was like I can't.
You can't now.
There's living animals in there.
You know what? You can't go wrong with the scabers though. They're very nice.
They're a great one.
My Dalmatians have just started breeding, and I also have ghosts. They've started breeding as well now. Yeah, did I show them off the other night? The Magnificus.
How many Magnificus you got?
I don't know. I've got a few Manca now, so I think I've got a group of maybe 6 or 7 adults, and there's quite a fair few of Manca. I think there's maybe like 10 to 12. Not a huge clutch, but considering I only had one mature female, so
Hello,
the rest are starting to grow up.
Better enough, and especially with Magnificus when it's like going to be the one and only
Seasonal
one for the
breeder, so it's like
Oh, Craig's after a wolf spider. If you've got any, Jeremy.
Craig, text me next week, Thursday or Friday. Excuse me, because I'm going up to Phil's on the Saturday. So if you remind me on Friday, text me in the afternoon, so I can make sure I can pop that up for you if you want one.
There you go.
Both of Osmond's ones are still doing okay.
That's good. The Hogners I wholesale to So Many Legs have sold out, which is good.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I sent it because he wanted to do like see how well they did on the site, so I sent him 10 of each of the ones I had on my list.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the Hogner's already gone, which is nice. They're still on his site. Lanula's bred by me. David Bowie's bred by me. Fufius from my mail on a loan. And Barolestes, that are captive born. So
Nice.
not from me direct, but if you want some of my spiders and you want to support Andy, go check him out.
How's your Chinese centipedes doing?
Sold them all.
Did you?
I've kept one for Jay and one for Ben. No, I sold one to Jay. Kept one for Ben and one for Amy, Crystal Amy.
Mhm.
The rest went to Tony, and then I gave Steve
Oh.
some, Ben some, and I gave Scott one. But yeah, I mainly got them to try sell them, but there was a lot more than I was anticipating. There was like, I think 50 odd.
They looked. A
So
bit
I
feisty.
sold Tony 24, and then whatever I had left over at Bedford, which I think was like 10, I gave the rest to Tony.
Yeah, they did look a little bit feisty on the table. That's for sure.
They're really good eaters. Like I made sure before I sold them that they were all eating, and every single one of them was taking down pretty good sized roaches.
Hmm.
How are yours doing, Steve?
Yeah, I was just checking them. They're doing well.
I'm glad.
Ian's
They're
purchased some
awesome.
spiders off Andy today.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Ooh,
Nice one,
nice, Ian. Did you get any of my spiders? But it's nice I'm able to build up connections like this because obviously with uni now, I'm going to be busy with like revising. I'm going to be busy with on-site practical, which is 4 days a week, full time. So it's nice to be able to know that I can wholesale sacks to like other sellers, so I don't have to worry about growing them up, and I can still do what I enjoy doing, which is breeding the shrews. So I'm
Yeah, no,
bit
it's
wobbly, but I'm really looking forward to the future. And then hopefully once I'm finished,
free
I can
Sicarius.
settle down. Ooh, I got some as well. I have a group of 7 now.
Very nice.
Oh no, 8. I'm getting my my female back from my friend.
I do miss keeping the Sicarius. I had a few. I got given a couple years ago by Venom Tech.
Ooh, nice.
Good,
My
yeah,
name is
they,
still coming over.
they bred them in at Venom Tech, so I had a couple of things from them, and I think out of what they had, it was at a sea show, so they just brought me the bag into seas and got what's
Oh, there you go. So it's like they did earlier this year when they just came with the box and dropped them off to Lee.
and then Lee like pretty much passed it to Tim.
Straight to me as well.
It was like scorpions, Tim. You want these?
You knew Tim would snatch them up though. They were very nice.
Oh, very nice. But yeah, I think out of like one female, they had quite a few hundred slings of Sicarius.
But that's really nice though. If you can raise them up and wholesale them, God, you can get a good pretty penny for that and have more of those in the hobby. And their sacks are so cool. They build them out of the sand.
Really?
So,
Yeah. So they'll hang upside down on a piece of cork and they'll drag sand up in web, make a little like turret,
like Greg,
pop the eggs in. And it's like hexagonal shaped as well. It's not cylindrical. Very weird.
Night, Craig.
Nice.
one thing that actually Venom Tech are after at the moment. Yeah, the founder messaged me the other day actually. They're looking for sub-adult to adult Formitipus Cancerides of good origin.
Oh, okay. Cancerides.
Apparently, basically saying, yeah, there's no. what is it? But is it the Venom's incredibly interesting at the moment?
Ooh,
But they need to make sure that they're pure.
pure.
And pure conservatives from good
That's the
origin.
issue. If you can actually get pure ones, it's like with the Phomictopus cautus that were being sold as Dominican purples at the time. Cautus is a completely different species. So if people have been pairing X cautus,
Yeah, that's why I sort of probably at Covwell, I'm gonna sort of, speak to Luke and see what Luke says, kind of thing, because Luke's pretty hot on getting stuff as pure as possible
Yeah.
and making sure they're from good origins and stuff. Or if you know someone out, that they can go, go to.
is this from like a medicinal standpoint of interest?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's what Venom Tech does. It's all for pharmaceuticals.
That's very cool. Can you study Fenutra venom, please, so we can please get over the fact that they're not that deadly and we can keep them without DWA? Please. What Fenutra is so bad.
They do stuff with Fenutra.
I love Fenutra. I want them so bad.
I don't think there's any way that they'd recommend them coming off DWA.
I only hope, man. I only hope. Hey, maybe one day, I'll get a DWA.
Knowing how they work with them, yeah, no.
They're so pretty though. So pretty.
They don't even open the enclosure if the spider's conscious.
Seriously.
They're like, it's too much of a risk.
Their venom is nasty stuff.
I think they're double enclosed, and then they get gassed to do any kind of maintenance with.
That's mental for Fenutra. And then you see, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this guy fishing Garrett, and he's been looking for the 20-foot anaconda. He's gone like viral on TikTok. And he's like, "Ooh, wandering spider." Boop. And I'm like, "You're going to get bit one day, and you're going to regret that."
Yeah.
He's poked several adult female Fenutra, and one almost got him.
Be poking them.
I know! One almost tagged him. It was really bad. You know when you want to comment, and it's just like, what's the point? Because he's not going to bother reading it, and he's just going to keep doing it.
And even if he
So it's
doesn't read it, he won't take any notice.
Exactly.
You can't change stupid.
No.
Yeah, he has
All
a
it
tag name
does
of fishing
is-
with Garrett for a
Is
reason.
promote it more, kind of thing. Otherwise, it feeds into like, oh yeah, this is getting good.
Sensationalizing things always hits algorithms because people love to share it.
Yeah, he's like grabbing caimans out the water. He's grabbing snakes and all this stuff, and he just pokes these Fenutra. I'm like, God, one day you're going
Mind
to
you,
get
to
bit.
be fair, it's like you could go back and argue if you wanted to play devil's advocate a little bit. People like Steve Irwin, that guy, for the amount of times he did actually get tagged, bit, this, that, and the other by various things he was picking up and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
He was proper manhandling stuff, though.
he was. I mean, do you remember that bit where I can't remember what show he was on, but he was on some show and he got tagged, didn't he, on the neck? And he was just like, "It's all right. Could someone just zoom in on my neck so I can see where its fangs are in and all this, that, and the other?" And he was just like, then taking this. It was a snake. He was taking it off his neck while he was talking. They're like, because he was going on about, "Oh yeah, it won't bite," and he's just like straight into the guy.
I mean, that was one of his early ones, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and he's asked him to zoom in, got it off, and he's like, "It's all right. It doesn't hurt too much." It's like the guy's absolutely.
It's like, yeah, you just don't mess around with that kind of potency. I mean, look at I don't know if you guys are aware as well. Another channel, Chandler's Wildlife.
I know,
Here, I
America.
don't really watch it.
Yeah.
He's recently went to India to do some help with basically there's like a snake rescue place out there. So he went over, gave him some equipment, and he was showcasing like what they do. So they get calls for like snakes, any snakes. So like water snakes, cobras, stuff like that. So they'll go to the house,
Yeah,
take it
it's
out, relocate them. And then he was, I just find it so ironic. He brought snake hooks and snake bags for these guys, and then he goes to manhandle an Indian cobra. And then this Indian cobra swings back, bites him on the finger, envenomates, goes to necrotic, and now he's lost like that much of his finger. Oh, that much of this one.
Wow.
And it's like it doesn't matter how many years. Like this guy's been handling venomous since he was 10,
Yeah.
and he's like what 30, 28, 30s now. Doesn't matter how much experience you have. Just that one slip up can make you lose a finger.
It can change
Die.
your life.
Literally,
Kill you.
Really over,
could literally kill you. He was very
Yeah.
lucky. He was rushed to the hospital in India. They managed to stabilize it. It went necrotic. Went straight back to America, and then luckily he only lost. He still got a part of his finger, but it just shows don't mess with venomous, guys. Please don't mess with
It's not even
venomous.
that, it's just keeping your focus, isn't it? It's like complacency. Whenever you become complacent because you're so used to doing something over and over again, no matter how mundane the task is, as soon as you become complacent, that's when accidents happen. It's
Exactly.
like you know you can sit there and like say like the amount of spiders you have and this and the other, you can be feeding, rehousing, and never have a bolter. As soon as you relax, you'll get one that just bolts on you out of the blue, and you'll be like,
Exactly.
shit, yeah, I need to make sure I'm concentrating again. Happens to everyone.
Which is why I nowadays I don't try. I record pairings in the beginning, like for my trues. It's good to document it because it's not documented much. So I'll try and get like male drumming and then the start of the pairing. Then after that, I'll stop recording and I'll focus on getting the pairing done, getting that male out because I've got other stuff to pair, or I just don't want the male to be eaten. I know it's part of it, but I'd rather try and save the male. And 9 times out of 10, I've been able to save them. So,
Yep.
and that's
remember your
without
one
me
from the other
focusing
week.
on the lighting and making sure it's focused.
Dude, your trues that it was like a few weeks back, wasn't it? A couple of months maybe, where you were pairing and the guy was not interested. Neither of them were drumming. What was it you were doing?
Those
on those ones?
radiator. Yeah, and then off camera they paired. It just goes to show.
Yep.
So it's like, that's why I don't record my pairings that much anymore. I'd rather just snap a couple photos and then just focus on the pairing. Because if I get complacent, set up a live stream and I'm trying to get all the perfect angles so you guys can see insemination during a live stream, it's just like, and then that male gets eaten, that's on me.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, the only difference is if it depends on what equipment you're using. If you're sitting there with I've got 2 DSLRs with tripods. So when I had my Avic one from February, I had both cameras set up, and I wasn't having to sort of do anything with the cameras. They're focused on the enclosed. They're all zoomed in and this that, and the other. And then I had both hands free. Had it not been that way, I probably wouldn't have bothered. Even though it's only Avics, it's like, I say only Avics, the female they're just notoriously gentle on the males, aren't they? So it's like, but if I hadn't had hands free, I probably wouldn't have, because I was a bit sort of still wanting to make sure the male got out of there. And then he decided to venture down behind her into a cork tube, and it's like, you idiot. Still come out though.
It's like with I hate saying it. It's like a couple of weeks ago with my Balfs. I mean, look what happened there. I got complacent. I was holding my phone, didn't have my tongs, and female walloped him, and that was on me.
That's a
I
tough
shouldn't
watch,
have.
to be honest.
Yeah, it was not nice to see, but it just goes to show you have your phone out, you don't pay attention properly. I was sitting there, I was like, God, I shouldn't have taken him out. I was already half asleep, wasn't paying attention, didn't have anything set up. So it's like, stuff like this is.
It happens, but it's also no point sitting there. You're gonna by the fact that you dwell on it and go through the process of like, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, and going through your checklist actually improves you as a keeper and a person anyway.
Exactly. So, don't expect any live pairings from me anytime soon. So,
Well, so I'm gonna do a pairing where I just have a camera set up, but then I'm watching them, not actually the camera.
Yeah. Did anything come of? I probably missed it, but did anything come of that? You paired some scorpions, didn't you, a little while back?
Yeah, I mean, and the Nebo Archetitis, she's looking round.
Okay.
So I'm hopeful.
Oh, good.
But I don't know how long their gestation is.
Yeah.
But that was March time, so I wouldn't expect, our practice, might be getting close next March.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, because a lot of scorpions are a good year or so gestation.
Yep.
some of them are like 5+ years sometimes.
Yeah,
Some
I remember watching your video.
Had Diogenes.
Yeah,
It was quite an old
exactly.
video.
It could be like 5 years gestation period. So if it's a
Jesus,
pair of you don't
5
know if it's
years is
successful for 5 years. It's like, for God's sake.
We've got some fangs going on.
Cool.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, she's looking, she's looking good to me, but time will tell. My Viatorus is looking round, so it's either going to molt or it's. I think it's my female. I'm pretty sure it's my male that passed away. No, but this won't be a paired one. It'll be a case of bloody hell. It's taken a good couple of years,
And it's finally popped out.
if she, if it is that she's gravid, because she's fucking huge.
Fingers crossed, dude. Fingers crossed.
Or is it going to molt? I don't think it's going to be one of those two things. Kind of thing. So I'm just like, well, time will tell. Or she just needs to go on a diet.
It's like, oh, guys, can we please plan a trip to go find those scorpions next summer, please?
Yes.
Because if
We
we
need
go
to go
next
on.
summer, they're going to start birthing babies, and we're going to get a bunch of gravid females. We're going to get an army, have a display enclosure,
Take over the world.
take over the UK pop.
No, we'll sort something out, dude. We'll sort something out.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah,
We
because I was
definitely-
talking to my buddy Hannes, and he likes the European Scorpius and stuff, and he's saying like, yeah, the best time to look for them is probably between May and August, because that's when the females are going to start giving birth and when they're starting to pair for
Yeah.
the next year. So between that time, it'd be good to go find them.
There you do. There's my female Nemo.
Cool. Wow.
Ooh, chunky.
That is
Exactly.
chunk, isn't it? That's
Fingers
the
crossed, dude.
that is the definition of someone doing a medieval cosplay and wearing a suit 2 sizes too small.
I couldn't get a side view, but that's the top view of my Viatorus.
Oh wow, look at the segment separation.
Exactly.
Nice.
Did Claire ever say what happened to her Arizodensis? I haven't heard about that for a couple
No,
of
I
months
haven't
now.
heard anything about about
No,
that.
I've not heard
I
anything.
know
either.
Tim's now got a couple of gravid females as well.
Hopefully those do well. I saw an
Okay.
interesting comment about the reason why they eat the babies is because of a lack of appropriate diet in captivity.
Okay.
And I saw, because someone commented that, they were saying they believe that the scorpions feed on the babies because they don't have the right nutrients prior to being gravid and stuff like that. So to regain some nutrient back in their body, they eat some of the babies. And it kind of makes sense with Arizonensis because they eat Vajovis, Paravajovis, and other scorpions out in the wild. So it would make sense as to why their babies get eaten. But
Yeah.
whether that holds a case of captivity, because you're not going to be feeding 17-pound scorpions off as feeders.
The only thing you could do but it wouldn't be the same nutrition. Obviously, you can get the feeder scorpions in those packs,
Oh, right, yeah. Rehydrate them.
but they're not freeze dried, are they? They're just like they're vacuum packed or whatever.
Vacuum packed. But how they cooked, that's the main thing. They're
That's the
cooked.
thing. It's like it's going to be completely different to what they would eat in the wild.
Exactly.
And then you also got this thing of like they claim that all those it's ProBugs. What is it? ProBugs it's called? It all comes from like Thailand or whatever. And they
Those
claim
canned
that.
ones.
And no, it comes in like a vacuum pack.
Oh, right.
Because they do like centipedes as well as a feeder.
Oh, Mark would like those.
Feeder.
No,
Yeah.
I've seen them
No,
somewhere.
Should we
definitely
get
not.
like a bulk packet and send them?
I've got Mark's address. We can send him some shopping. Right, yeah. Send him some feeders.
I've always I've always been like a bit like because they claim that it's all pro bug eco fresh insects.
Eco fresh. So they've gone out and collected
Even
these
though they're not
centipedes.
always
and-
insects, because like I say, you've got bloody centipedes.
You'll be safe though, Mark, because your postman will have
Yeah.
taken it away by the time you get to the door.
True.
just hope that same thing. Hope they don't get out of the box like Scott's roaches.
Yeah, wow.
Can't believe that.
So do things like that. They've got 3 scorpions in the pack as a feeder.
That's mental.
So they claim
Oh, no.
that everything's captive bred in their facility and this, that, and the other, and it's all everyone. But I'm like, really?
Those centipedes are definitely not.
That's it. That's it. It's all like, right, your mealworms, your dubia, that your common everyday feeder items. Yes,
Yeah.
they will be, but I'm like very, very skeptical of the scorpions and the scolopendras.
They're definitely flipping rocks and freeze drying them. Or just how do they cook them? Just like, or is it just like literally just a raw bug, just vacuum packed?
No, I think that they're called eco. Let me see if I can find anything. Because they're called Eco Fresh.
So they're not cooked. Be interesting to see the shelf life.
Can you imagine opening a vacuum packed Scarlopendra and it just starts walking off?
It just starts wiggling out like, oh Jesus! Now we have to get one for Mark.
So
Just have a slight tear in the packet, so when it goes for his mailbox, we can see if they just sliver out or not.
all Pro-Bug Eco Fresh products are organic, farm-raised whole insects, processed in clean, FDA-certified facilities. EcoFresh Pro-Bugs are free of bacteria.
So they're probably steamed then. If
Yeah,
it's
and
processed, they're probably
parasites,
steamed.
which are a problem with live feeders. Pro-Bugs are easy to transport and store. No need to keep live insects in your home and worry about traveling with live feeders. As nutritious as live foods. Convenient serving size. Vacuum sealed to preserve moisture and flavour. As nutritious as live foods. Again, what was I say that twice?
The thing is
Organically
with the
farm
nutrition,
all natural without
Like,
preservatives.
and she's like, exquisite.
it doesn't matter who says
Sealed,
what.
each pack has an 18-month shelf life at room temperature. Open, each pack is good for 5 days in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I was just gonna pack off half my Scolopendra and save the rest for later.
I'll definitely say though that with saying as nutritious as live food, it's like that's if Jeremy was feeding roaches and then I took roaches off Jeremy, I would make sure that I was feeding the roaches what I feed my roaches before I started feeding them to my my tarantulas, because you like to know what nutrition they're going to have. So someone else saying they're really nutritious doesn't mean anything. You'd want to feed them yourself. Really.
Feeders, a nutritious box of crickets from your pets don't make nutritious.
No, exactly.
Those are empty.
Yeah, scorpions get free. Yeah, free scorpions. Scorpions are Chinese armor-tailed scorpions. Whose preferred habitat is warm, dry areas with little vegetation, high in protein. These scorpions are a great food source for lizards, bearded dragons, tegus, and tarantulas. I didn't realise that bearded dragons and tegus weren't lizards.
Jesus.
I don't know about the taking, but a bearded dragon's obviously a real dragon.
That's it. But yeah, got 25% protein. The 10% fat, 6% fiber, 60% moisture, 0.1% phosphorus, and 0.1% calcium.
I find it so weird.
The centipedes, you get two centipedes. Centipedes are typically between 4 to 8 inches long and less than half an inch wide. Ranges in colour from yellow to red to brown and is divided into 22 segments with a pair of antennae and a pair of jaw-like hooks on the head. High in protein, these centipedes are a great food source for lizards and tarantulas.
Funny thing is, when they put things like 25% protein, did you know that UK food labels are allowed to have a 20% margin of error?
Yep.
Either way. So when something says it's got 20% protein, it can be 22 or 18% effectively. So when obviously the larger volume, if they say it's like 56% fat, that could be 60% or down as 40%. They're allowed 20% either way.
Recommended for lizards, tarantulas, birds, cichlids, and wild birds.
Hi, Callum.
Hey, Callum.
Callum.
And again, centipedes are 25% protein, 4% fat, 3% fiber, 67% moisture, 0.5% phosphorus, and 0.1% calcium.
I'm tempted to get one of these now. See if Gizmo wants one.
Nice play, I handmade a Bengal eagle.
Callum's been a member for 8 months.
I hope you're good, Callum, dude. Been a while.
So I mean, that would certainly be interesting if I feel about them perhaps not getting enough nutrition and stuff. But then would they, even these packs of vacuum packed scorpions are not exactly cheap, I don't think.
They're not cheap, and plus they've been processed. Natural nutrient is gone anyway.
This is it. Right. So 1 pack of scorpions is looking like for 3 scorpions like on average $8.99
per pack.
Per pack.
Jesus.
Per pack of 3.
Well, I mean that is cheaper than £17 per Vajovus. So
per live scorpion that you
that you imported all the way
feed another one.
Like
Which,
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to. I cannot make it.
Hello.
Oh, who's jabbing out?
I don't know where we're coming from. I mean, years ago I was speaking to someone. It was within zoos. And they were talking about Arizonensis, and they were looking at basically keeping them in dustbins. Because their theory was that everyone sometimes struggles with was that they're just not allowed to bury deep enough.
That'd be a good point. But then, how would you monitor how well they're doing then if you never see them?
Very, very difficult. Great difficulty.
Steve.
But they're thinking allowing the females to literally bury right down to the bottom of the dustbin.
Have you not seen the film, Steve?
Could work. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to monitor. That wild caught Arizonensis is just
Every
dead.
time you show me that hand.
It's going to be like trapdoors. You just don't know how well it's doing.
Yeah.
What film was it though? What's it called? I've forgotten.
Oh dear.
What year was it?
No one tell him.
I'm not that bothered, but
that is a way. That is reverse psychology. I'm not that bothered. Nobody bother telling me. I don't want to know.
you will remember it at 3 o'clock in the morning and have to get up and do it.
Who messaged me?
I figured it out.
Hey, Anton.
All I'm going to say is it's funny.
Hi, Anton.
So I think it'll be interesting. It'll be certainly interesting. I mean, if anyone can hopefully is able to raise young Arizonensis, is going to be Tim.
Yeah.
He's got a much better chance than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So hopefully he manages to do it, and then can be like, right, this is how I done it.
Stuff.
I've been tempted recently because Tony's had sex pairs available. I've been tempted to get a sex pair to try it.
So what do you have left, dude? They're tiny.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, it would be now. When I saw him at Donny, he had some really a couple of nice sized ones.
Which one, Anton?
My money on the Amber Duckies,
Anton.
You got the cameras.
Which one, Anton? Which one?
which I have babies of. I have baby Ambers
Congratulations.
already. I was like, hey.
I'm so close to the garage
Very.
finish. It's actually like tearing at me. I just want to set it up now.
Yeah.
So close. Wallpaper's done, painted, ceilings painted, racks have been ordered, everything's done. Only things I have left to do is base the gas meters in the garage. So I need to get my friend to come on over, build like a box thing so the gas man can still check on it. He needs to come over and have a look. And then
Just leave it. Let him go with the spiders.
no, I mean like it's exposed, so I don't want that shown. So I want it just covered up. And then my friend's coming this weekend. He's gonna come and give me a couple extra plugs and extend it down, so I have both high plugs and low plugs. I have a bit of options. So
Yeah.
that's all that's left. And then I just need to put the flooring in, set up the racking, and then I can start putting the bugs in. I'm so excited.
It was really weird. Like, so we had the obviously the garage stuff next door. So we needed our roof doing on the garage. So the roofer who come around and did it, we were sitting there chatting about animals and stuff like that because he was like playing with the dogs and everything. And we started talking about my bearded dragon. And it turned out he actually, before he became a roofer, used to run a reptile shop in Southend.
No way.
And so he was sitting there. We were chatting about all the spiders and all this, that, and the other. And he used to like keep some tarantulas and stuff like that. He had sturmies and blondies and things. It was just quite funny. No, not number 3.
Yeah, I had a family friend come over yesterday, and I hadn't seen her in years. Like, I probably haven't seen her since I was that little kid. She came on over, and she was like talking to me about like how the Philippines. She had some like spiders, and she was going out catching snakes and stuff. So I spent like an hour and a half just like showing her the bug room and stuff. And she was like looking at all the spiders and the isopods. Wasn't keen on the roaches, but she was like kept looking at the jumpers. And I had my 2 orange ones that I'm not going to breed now because I can't find a male for them, and they're kind of getting there in age. So I was like, I let her hold it. She's like, and then I put it back, and she couldn't stop looking at this damn thing. So I was like, you know what? Sod it. I've got a spare enclosure. Let me quickly put one together for her. Take her with you. She named it Pumpkin. Now she's obsessed with it. She can't stop looking at the thing.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
That's like for me. It's like I don't care about money. She was like, oh yeah, I'll pay you for the feeder. I'll pay you for this. I was like, it's fine. If someone can enjoy the spiders, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Same thing at Bedford. Little, I think, yeah, it was like some young kid came up to me. He was like, "Oh, we talked to the BTS. We're good friends. I was like, I like talking to you and stuff. I watch your videos." And I had some yellow Macs for sale, and I think they were like 15 quid. He's like, "I only got 5 left." Like, that's fine. Just take them. I'd rather the kid be happy than me make some changes.
See, I'm the opposite, Jeremy. I'm like, no, £5. Take card though.
But this is like little kid, man. They ain't got no card.
They didn't get there alone, did they?
Very accurate. You need to like cut out a little hand up with paper, stick it on yourself.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
No worries. Quick, the host is gone. Let's get him demonetized.
Everyone hide.
Steve's moved camera.
So was that.
Why have you two swapped?
Touche.
This is so itchy.
Oh, going to be dressing up for Phil's Phil Fest, and I've got the best costume. It came today. It's so good.
Big inflatable penis.
No,
I haven't got a costume yet. I don't know what to get.
I don't know if I am dressing up. I might just go as a old bald man. I'll go as Mark.
I might.
You need to get a scooter then.
Now I'll just go as Mark and sit on a scooter.
Over
Yeah.
people's feet.
Yeah.
What was that?
Do you know what? Actually, that would be quite funny. Is if people actually went as other keepers.
That would be so funny. Can you imagine everyone just turning up as Scott?
Turn up as Phil. Everyone should because look, everyone went to the Coventry BTS, didn't they? And all had the beards and stuff. Right? Yeah, the pre-drinks. Everyone could turn up at Phil's show as Phil.
I could just pick some of Phil's stuff and I can call myself Phil.
I'm going to ask his mum for pocket money.
Just dress up as Phil.
I'm not sure whether to be scared or complimented.
No, Greg.
He's back. Oh, Phil, I was just saying, dude, I'm dressing up and I've got the. Oh, sorry, I my headphones. I've got the best costume for the show, dude. It's so funny. I got it today. It's so good.
He's-
I just hope I don't wreck it at this Halloween party I got this weekend, and I'll wear it for your show.
Did you see me dinosaur outfit, Matt?
Yes.
You're going
Yeah, I
as-
reckon honestly, you could get a power bank. Like you get a 2,000 whatever it is, 20,000 power bank from Anchor or something, and then you'll be able to plug it in and have it like walking around with it like on your scooter. You won't have to be plugged in then.
It's all the bloody sweatbox in there.
you know,
It would be funny.
cloak over you, Mark, and you get a Triceratops head and you put it on the front on your basket, and you just go crashing into people. Just have a speaker playing Triceratops.
I go
massive-
crashing into
massive-
people anyway.
Massive inflatable Diplodocus, like
Oh my god, yeah, and just stick it
with
in
a
the front
scooter.
and
yeah.
just go driving around on it. That would be hilarious.
Yes, hashtag Philfest. I'm glad that's stuck.
Phil Fest. It's so
that's more than stuck.
Has it? Go
Yeah,
on.
even family members are using it.
Jeremy,
Are they? Excellent.
What's that? Dude?
Then my work
Oh,
here is done.
Costume. You just slide it in there. Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
So
yeah,
That's so good. Yeah, you need to add that onto your scooter and just drive around in it.
yeah, my mum's godson, so if you like my cousin, if you like, he messaged the other day where he's like, "Oh look, we're getting these made up for the show." He'd gone on to a thing to make up like a T-shirt saying "Phil Fest 2023." Stuff to wind my mum up.
Next year it's going to be called Phil Fest. Yeah, we're not. It's Phil Fest.
It's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
So
I
funny.
reckon Phil Stock is better.
Phil
Phil
Scott.
stock.
Yeah. Much better.
You can't go stealing my thunder.
All those in favour say aye.
Nah, Phil Fest is good. My mum
We've
was
got enough.
oh,
We've
Jeremy,
got enough
where
stock
you going?
now.
I've got a show. Yeah, where are you going to? You going to another bug show? No, I'm going to Phil Fest. Just gonna look at me like, what the fuck is Phil Fest?
Yeah. You have to be careful how you say it, don't you? Because and make sure you give the spelling. Because otherwise you just go to some weird event.
Filthies.
Yeah.
Next year, bring Philfest closer to Somerset.
Phil
Oh,
Fest
no,
is traveling
something
around the country.
Open air. Have an open air event.
Then it can be Philstock.
It's traveling Phil Fest.
Have camping.
Phil Fest on wheels.
No, hopefully this year goes well enough that we do it again next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
Dude, it's gonna be good.
Be good.
That's that's I think that's what would be. Yeah, me and my parents is that if it we don't we expect that it'll be a learning curve and that there'll be certain things that we need to improve on.
Yep.
And stuff. Or
You're
whatever.
doing a lot more promotion than some of these other shows.
Thing.
I'll tell you,
You're already smashing it there. So the first show, get those notes, know about like what little things like you said to improve upon, and then we'll just smash it again next year.
I take it that with the tables and all that, obviously, you're saying that they've sold out and stuff. I presume that's effectively covered most of the costs and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So, so it's pretty much a success as it is from that point of view anyway, having sold all the tables.
Exactly, and a waiting list.
Yeah.
I have a waiting list. I think we've got at least 3 traders that in the waiting list.
See, there you go.
That's good. Isn't it?
Already off to a flying start.
I believe it's 3 traders anyway.
It's always nice to see friends do well. That's the thing.
Well, hopefully, is it if we can, we're not expecting miracles or anything, but if we can get to, in some ways, what would be nice is that if we go, yes, this was a success, and and even if we go, yes, we need to put on the game next year, but shit, we need a bigger venue.
Yeah. So what spider vendors have you got booked at the event?
Spar Spiders, Jeremy with the Trews and stuff, and teapots. The Suffolk Spiders.
Right. Okay.
And Just Tarantulas.
All right. Okay.
Oh, nice. Kelly's there.
So yeah, they're. I don't know, because would have liked more. Right, I need to speak to Ely. Because we've got Ely Exotics who are a shop, but they've never done a show before. To say like, oh yeah, please bring certain things with him, sort of thing, like mantids or whatever kind of thing. Because at present, there's not really anyone bringing mantis.
Right. Okay.
Sort of thing. So we go right. These are things that aren't really coming. I know he's got a lot of vampire crabs in at the moment, so I'm going to be like, definitely bring some vampire crabs with you.
Yeah.
He was asking about. He asked my parents about ants. I'm going to say to him, do bring some ants. I haven't got ants on a rock, but he'll bring some different ones. He actually got the Gygus.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dynamurmex.
Yeah, he's got eggs.
No way.
Nice.
Yeah. It's
Even legs, let alone.
Technically, the Queen is for sale, but I dread to think what price he's trying to sell that at, sort of thing. That's probably our price has put people off. Probably.
I'd be surprised if that thing is going to be sold for less than 400.
I mean,
Well, then, Ants HQ 550.
Yeah, that's
and that's where he probably would have. That's where he got it from.
Yeah.
So he may have got it a little bit cheaper, like sort of a wholesale price kind of thing, or whatever, or trade price. Because I know he's stocking, Ants HQ nests and stuff. So he's stocking, like the ones with the LEDs in, and so he's stocking those in.
Hey,
And
Tron.
stuff. So, I mean, he's getting all his ants from there, which is fair enough. Sort of thing. So it's like, well done, dude, to actually get eggs from those things. Hey, Tron.
Hello, Tron.
Did obviously talking about him earlier,
Hey,
where
Tron.
people were saying that they'd had some stuff from Andy. Like, did Andy sort of show any interest in possibly trading there? Because it's not that far away from him, is it? Because he's over in Thetford, isn't he?
Got so many legs, Andy.
Yeah,
I thought it was Essex.
he was. He used to be in Wickford, but he lives in Thetford.
Oh, was he moved to Thetford?
Yeah, they moved. I went to his setup.
It's actually up the road from my parents.
February last year. I went there in February last year to pick up some spiders from him. So I know he's up there around that way.
So do they actually have like a shop front, or is
No.
it like
No, it's by arrangement only. But he's got down the side of his house, which is a nice house. Down the side of his house, he's got these big 2 sort of like almost like summer house / garage setups that are all like controlled. So you go in there, it's impressive. When I went there, I was met as soon as I opened the door. I was met by this huge EXO with just like a billion Balfour in it. Like, right as soon as you walk in the door, and he's like, "Oh, did you want some Balfouries?" He's like, "No, you're fine." Yeah.
Yeah,
It was actually
500.
really good. It was really good day off. That's where I picked up my first Avic female from. We got the Avic. We got what else did we pick up from that day? We did actually take one Balfouri, but we got the Avic. That we had a couple of brackies and a few other bits. Yeah, it was good.
We purposely didn't ask really any of the big traders.
Yeah.
Apart from Luke.
But he's a big trader who doesn't necessarily have a lot of tables at a show.
Yeah.
Because we were limiting tables to max of 3 tables per trader.
Yeah.
Because we could only get about 30 tables in this venue. We're sort of like, well, we want more traders, and not someone who perhaps wants 5 to 10 tables. Sort of thing. We could end up with just there being 3 traders there or something, and that's not really a show. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
But also because we were doing a max of 3 tables per trader. It was like the likes of so many legs, Tony, Tony Ware, Venomous Visions, Spider Shot, Bugnut, all these ones. Like they're probably going to say that's not worth our while to cut down to 3 tables.
Yeah.
For a show when they all sell online anyway and stuff. So we were just like, well, we won't even approach any. Those people will just approach the smaller traders.
Good to get the hobby breeders out there as well. Their names out there.
Yeah. And that's not to say that, again, if this is successful and we put it on again, and if we end up having to get a bigger venue, whether it's next year or, in a couple of years' time, whether that we won't invite the likes of them. Because, if we end up with, a sports hall somewhere, that's, say, like the size of Bedford, say, or whatever, or just a bit smaller than Bedford, yeah, we will be inviting and, we'll be approaching those sort of traders as well.
It's almost got that balance and feel, almost like, I suppose, like the Midlands Entomology Show.
Yeah.
Like trader-wise.
Yeah. I'd love to go to that one, but it's just such a trek on the train.
I really enjoyed it. It was my first ever show.
Jerry, if you want to go there in December, I'm probably going to go up to it, get a train up to Shepparton, and I'll take you up there.
Yeah. Maybe because Stephen's going there, and he's going to be selling a bunch of good trues, because he's been going for a rough patch, so he's going to have to give up a few of his bits and bobs. So I want to help him out.
It's looking likely I'm going to go up, not necessarily to trade, but just to go up there.
Yeah, let me know, dude, and I'll train up to you.
Sort of thing. It's only, I don't know, hour and a half or so from drive. It's an easy drive to get up there.
Yeah, it's not a bad journey. It's quite a long way from me, but it's still not a bad journey.
Good bacon sandwiches up there as well, so.
Yeah, outside the van is good.
The van at the AES is good, but it's really expensive.
The van at where?
AES.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
it's always been the same. It's always been the same one.
I got a burger and it was like £9.
Yep. It's because it's the racecourse's own van.
Ah, I see. So it's not like a seller.
Yeah. Okay. Unless they changed it this year, but I know if it was the same one as last year, I think it's the racecourse.
Yeah, it's the same one as last year.
Yeah.
But I feel like last year was so much cheaper. I feel like I spent so much money and I just had like a pack of chips, a burger, and a can of drink. I was like I've just spent like 20 quid.
Everyone's feeling the pinch.
Really?
Good. Hello, Ellie.
Yeah, no, the van at Newark is very good. Gordon's done that one for many, many years. And
good burgers.
It's always value for money as well. Yeah, a lot of food from him for a tenner. Yeah, I want back when my parents used to do that show, I went out and got, was it me and my dad both like bacon baps and 2 teas, and I think that there was like less than a £5.
Ooh, that's enough.
Honestly.
Yeah, I feel like I just got highway robbery at the AES now.
But there's a difference, but again, like you're paying like London prices.
Yeah, everything's expensive in London.
That's it. So some of it's what part of the country you're in and stuff, and if again, at the AES, that van is they want to be seen as a bit of a posher van. It's still a van, but they're like we're a racecourse van. We're posh.
Oh yeah, we sell to the high.
That's it. Whereas, with Gordon up at Newark, he's just like, I'm a raceway van. That's what I am. I'm cheap, cheerful.
Cheap and tasty food.
Yeah.
Nutritious. It's like a freeze-dried
Cheap
scorpion.
and does it taste good? No one cares.
Yeah.
Quality, like quality can be cheap, but if you can make the thing taste good, then
Oh, dude, the place we stayed at, visiting Connor this weekend, the breakfasts at this hotel were just like. But the trouble is because it's all like
Really?
cooked in proper fat. Everything, it just becomes very Moorish. So you're like, I don't feel hungry, but I need to have more sausage. I need to have more bacon. I need to, and it's you have to control yourself a little bit. We were in a brilliant spot. We were, as you walked out the front door of the hotel, the university was like the other side of the road.
nice.
So we got right lucky with that.
I keep raving on about it, but where I stayed at Bristol, they had breakfast there. Best breakfast I've ever had.
Nice.
And I'm being serious, it was so good. I didn't like the hash brown that much. That thing was charred, but like everything else was really, really good. Like you can tell it's not like cheap sausage and stuff. It's like proper quality stuff.
Yeah. You can normally gauge a good breakfast chef by how good their poached eggs that come out.
I go for
Because
a
if they
fry.
can't do it, if they can't do a poached egg,
Yeah, if you can't do a poached egg, then that's dirty, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Nah, like it was so good. I was so hungover. I wasn't even hungry, and I was like, "Oh, are you ready for breakfast?" I was like,
That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
I see.
"For breakfast."
Wow, Steve, mate, honestly, you £7 for a pint. My local pub at the end of this road. Me and Connor for his 18th birthday went down there and they had 2 pints of Guinness and it was £14.50.
Hi, Spider Steve.
Take it.
So when Connor took us out
Hey,
to the
Alice.
Wetherspoons in Bangor and it was £1.88 for a pint, it was like, yeah, that's more like it.
That's it.
Wetherspoons is the one. I got
Student
Wetherspoons right side
town,
out as well. And I'm going there next week.
mate. Student town. So 4 beers, 2 steaks with all the trimmings and stuff, scampi and chips and a pizza, £44.
What?
That's right.
Yeah,
You be paying like 80 quid for that here.
yeah.
Just for one.
Yeah, just for the steak.
Right, I'm going to go now because I've got work to. So,
Yeah, I'm going to be
Oh,
cutting the stream now because I normally get it at sort of 10
Good
anyway
night, Steve. Take care, mate.
because I've got work
Steve,
tomorrow. So, yeah, thank you everyone for jumping on screen and thank you for everyone in chat.
No worries.
always a pleasure.
no,
Over there.
Hold on, Steve.
How you doing, Jay?
Next video will be out on Wednesday. Is it your live on Wednesday, Matt?
Yeah, I've got live on Wednesday. I haven't put one up yet, scheduled it, and I've got to message some guests. So expect stuff in your inbox very shortly.
Hi, Dave.
Yeah.
All right, cheers everyone, and we'll see you all again soon.
See you later,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Night.